Mohammed Siraj's match-winning 5-4 inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo. Imagine a moment that encapsulates the essence of determination and resilience. Mohammed Siraj's journey in the recent England tour is a testament to that spirit, particularly highlighted by the influence of a certain football legend. Siraj found inspiration in a simple yet powerful wallpaper featuring Cristiano Ronaldo, emblazoned with the word believe. This became his mantra as he navigated the highs and lows of his cricketing career. In just 20 days, and with a mere 5.2 miles separating two historic cricket venues, Siraj's life took a remarkable turn. On July 14th, he faced a crushing defeat at Lord's, where a delivery from Shoaib Bashir sent his stumps tumbling. For a long moment, he sat in disbelief, feeling as if time had frozen. The usually upbeat cricketer was understandably disheartened, especially after witnessing Ravindra Jadeja's valiant effort go unrewarded, allowing England to take the lead. Fast forward to August 4th, and the tables turned dramatically. Siraj found himself on the other side of the equation, once again hearing the familiar sound of timber. But this time, it was he who was delivering the decisive blow. His performance ensured that India finished the series with a 2-2 draw, a remarkable comeback that showcased his tenacity. At the other end of the pitch, Gus Atkinson was left in despair as he missed a fast delivery from Siraj. Meanwhile, Siraj was riding high, his trademark humor shining through even in the most intense moments. When asked about his feelings after claiming the final wicket, he candidly shared, "Actually, DK by Dinesh Karthik started asking questions in English, so at that point, all emotions went away," eliciting laughter from those around him. In a twist of fate, while Siraj was pushing his physical limits with an 80-over-old Duke's ball, it was Jadeja who provided him with a motivational boost. "Jaddubai told me to think about my father and the hardships he endured, and to win for him," Siraj recalled, referring to the late patriarch who had been a cornerstone in his life. After bowling a staggering 185.3 overs and taking 23 wickets throughout the Test series, Siraj has firmly established his legacy, especially in the absence of star bowler Jasprit Bumrah. "My body is fine. I don't care if it's the 6th over or the 9th over for me. I bowl for my country," he stated with unwavering conviction. It's not about the number of tests he has played, currently standing at 41, but rather the impact he has made. "I woke up this morning, checked Google, and found a believe emoji wallpaper. I told myself I would do it for my country," he shared, later revealing the wallpaper to the media. The image of Cristiano Ronaldo, paired with the word believe, became a symbol of his determination. Even without Bumrah, Siraj, who also serves as a deputy superintendent of police in Telangana, was resolute that defeat was not an option. "I always believe that I can win the game from any point, and this morning was no different," he told Dinesh Karthik during a post-match discussion. Siraj's impressive figures of 5 for 104 in 30.1 overs, culminating in a total of 9 wickets for the match, speak volumes about his skill and strategy. "My only plan was to bowl in good areas. It didn't matter if I took wickets or went for runs," he explained. However, there was a moment of doubt when he attempted to catch Harry Brook, who was on 19. As he touched the boundary rope, he felt a sinking sensation, fearing the match was slipping away. "I didn't think I'd touch the boundary cushion when I took it. It was a match-changing moment. Brook got into T20 momentum, and we were behind the game after that. But thank God, I thought the match was gone," Siraj reflected. In an era where managing player workloads is a hot topic, Siraj's endurance has set a new standard. With Bumrah being carefully managed due to back issues, and Mohammad Shami seemingly out of the picture, Siraj's ability to maintain his performance under pressure is commendable. "I have worked very hard for it. If you are part of an 11 from 1.4 billion people, then you need to be honest about the game and work on it. Belief is necessary," he emphasized, showcasing his dedication to the sport. Captain Shubman Gill praised Siraj, calling him every skipper's dream, and expressing disbelief at how he could make an 80-over-old ball perform so well. Siraj has earned that respect in the dressing room, built over his work ethic in the last 4 to 5 years, Gill noted. Siraj's now iconic phrase, "I believe in Jossie Bai, game-changing bowler," has become a beloved meme, capturing the essence of Bumrah's brilliance. Yet, it was Gill who delivered the final punchline at the end of the press conference, stating, "I have always maintained, we always believe in Siraj Bai." And indeed, the entire nation shares that belief. The Ashes, winning in Australia, would be Ben Stokes' greatest miracle for England. Just imagine this. If England manages to conquer Australia in the next Ashes, it would stand as Ben Stokes' most astonishing accomplishment, an achievement that might even border on the impossible. England recently fell just 7 runs, actually just 6 and a solid hit, from snatching a Test series win over India. A tie would have ensured victory, but it slipped through their grasp. So, what lessons can possibly be squeezed from such a narrow defeat? The usual reminders echo. Take your chances, don't squander your wicket after scoring a century, and protect your bowlers from injury. Hardly groundbreaking cricket wisdom, right? But here's where things get interesting. The match at the Oval hammered home a fact that England fans already know deep down. With Ben Stokes on the team sheet, England is dangerous. Remove him, and suddenly, vulnerabilities show. It's not just England who lose key players to injury. India, for example, played without Jasprit Bumrah and Rishabh Pant, yet still swept aside England 4-1. Does that expose an uncomfortable truth about England's dependence on their captain? When Stokes was bluntly asked if England leans too heavily on him, his answer was a quick, decisive no. But the reality is hard to avoid. Stokes is England's heartbeat. As a relentless all-rounder and an inspiring captain, he brings balance, tactics, and an infectious determination. Some would argue the current style should be called Ben Ball, not Baz Ball, honoring his impact over coach Brendan McCullum. Picture the agony for Stokes during that final over nail-biter against India. England's maestro of lost causes and last-gasp victories could only watch helplessly as his team fell short, reminding everyone that, without him, the gears don't turn quite as smoothly. Now, everyone waits for his much-anticipated return for the Ashes opener in Perth this November. Could England actually win the Ashes in Australia this time? Some say this is their best chance since 2010-11. Hardly a stretch since they haven't won a single test there in 14 years, collecting 13 losses and 2 draws along the way. But, and this is the part most people miss, it all revolves around Stokes. No one else in the likely touring squad has tasted test victory on Australian soil, and only 5 may have even played there. Only 1 English 100 in Australia among them. Yep, it's Stokes, and 2 players with 5-wicket hauls, Stokes and Mark Wood. And Wood, if healthy by November, won't have bowled a test ball in over a year. What a mountain Stokes has to climb. Mend the shoulder, bat like Botham, captain like Brearley, and keep himself in one piece, a tall order given his recent injury record. Yet Stokes is no stranger to conjuring miracles. The 2019 World Cup final, the Headingley epic that same year, his heroics in Cape Town, and the T20 World Cup, not to mention last year's blistering centuries at Lord's and Headingley. If he lifts the urn in Sydney, it would top all of them. Of course, Stokes won't be alone. Joe Root brings proven class, with Harry Brook and Ben Duckett providing support. Zach Crawley and Ollie Pope really need to repay the faith shown in them with big performances. England's batting looks strong on paper, but there's fragility, a single injury, and the call might go out to Jacob Beffel, whose first-class experience this year is barely a blip. Jamie Smith will need to show he isn't just a flash who fades as a series wears on. He's got work to do after a tough Indian tour. And then, who actually boards the bowling plane? If Wood can pair with Jofra Archer on a hot Perth pitch, it would be a thunderous spectacle. And perhaps England's only shot at matching Australia's firepower. In an ideal world, new faces like Gus Atkinson, Bryden Carse, and Josh Tongue would join the pace arsenal, with perhaps a wild-card fast bowler in reserve. But are England ready to manage these resources so that there's enough left in the tank for the whole series? The spinner debate looks settled. Liam Dawson can stand down, and Shoaib Bashir, tipped by Ricky Ponting as England's closest thing to Nathan Lyon, appears next in line. Yet there's an uneasy feeling about England's preparations, with just one warm-up match scheduled. For context, they're notorious for winning the first test but faltering in the finale. As seen in India, 6 series openers taken, 5 climaxes lost. Could rusty beginnings cost them again? The mental duel starts long before the first ball in Perth. Just listen to the noise ramp. What Arshdeep Singh taught match winner Mohammed Siraj behind the scenes at the Oval. Imagine being so good at your job that you can lead your team to victory, yet still need a little tech-savvy advice from a younger colleague? That's the surprising twist in the story of cricket hero Mohammed Siraj. Mohammed Siraj, the Indian fast bowler who played a crucial role in securing a dramatic 2-2 draw against England, found himself in a bit of a modern dilemma after his match-winning performance. Despite his stellar bowling, which included dismissing Gus Atkinson when England was just 7 runs away from a series victory, Siraj faced a new challenge, mastering the art of social media. After the win, as Siraj was basking in the glory with his teammates, fellow fast bowler Arshdeep Singh stepped in to offer some digital guidance. Say pressure, pause a bit, and then say, what pressure? Arshdeep instructed, mimicking the perfect social media post. When Siraj asked whether he should post a story or a regular post, Arshdeep clarified, a reel, that's it, just a 2-second one. The look on Arshdeep's face made it clear that he was treating Siraj like a tech-challenged grandpa trying to figure out a smartphone. I have to teach him everything except how to bowl, Arshdeep quipped to the camera, highlighting the generational gap between the two players. This moment of camaraderie and mentorship in reverse offers a humorous glimpse into the dynamics within the Indian cricket team. The final day of the series was intense, with India needing 4 wickets to win while defending a mere 34 runs. Siraj stepped up to the plate, taking out Jamie Smith in his first over and then trapping Jamie Overton LBW in his next, putting significant pressure on the English side. With only 20 runs left to get, the tension was palpable. England managed to add just 3 more runs before Prasidh Krishna dismissed Josh Tongue, leaving Chris Wokes, who was playing with an injured arm in a sling, to face the final overs. As Gus Atkinson tried to close out the game, Siraj delivered the decisive blow, knocking off his off stump and sealing a memorable victory for India. This victory not only showcased Siraj's exceptional bowling skills, but also highlighted the importance of teamwork and the unexpected ways in which players can support each other, both on and off the field. But here's where it gets interesting. How do you think the older players feel about needing to learn the ropes of social media from their younger teammates? And this is the part most people miss. The blend of traditional sportsmanship and modern technology creates a unique dynamic in today's teams. What do you think? Is it a sign of the times that even top athletes need a crash course in social media? Or does it simply show the human side of these sports stars? Share your thoughts in the comments below.